Should move down there. My breakfast. Well, I can feel all that walking in my knee. Yeah, so it's nearly noon here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that was my breakfast. Filet-O-Fish. I'm trying to remember what I ate yesterday. Oh yeah, that's right. I had that great breakfast. So I ate that breakfast. I don't know what time was that. Like near noon, I think. I don't know, because yesterday was like time was accelerated. Who's that? Hello, thank you. Is that Sensometrics? No? I thought you were somebody else. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done something like this. And anyways, get back. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, so yesterday, because look, getting off the plane and finding that I had no outside communications, whether except for the Wi-Fi, airport Wi-Fi. Now I'm using McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can ask a question. As long as it's respectful. I'm not sure. I don't recognize your name. Oh, it's fucking Eric. Eric, don't make me block you, dude. Man. Seriously. If you come in here trolling, where are my admins? Stacy, Cherie. Don't block him yet. Anyway, just stay off the chat for a minute, will you, Eric? I called you the other day and you didn't pick up. I called you twice and you didn't pick up. Stop derailing my monologue. I'm talking about what I've eaten this trip, which is fine. I'm used to fasting. I fast at home all the time, like a 12-hour fast and shit like that. Okay, so oh, and I was talking about the way, yeah. So I find out I have no communications outside of, you know, local Wi-Fi's and shops and stuff. And that just, I was hamstrung from there. I couldn't do anything from there. I mean, try living with 1999 technology in this day and age. You can't do it. And that's what I found out. Well, at least not if you're not prepared for it. I mean, like if I had maps and guidebooks and stuff like that. Stop using all caps, dude. You're yelling at me. I'm sorry, Meki, are you? I'm sorry if I'm. Look, can you please stop posting comments for a moment? Because I don't know if you're my friend Eric trolling me or if you're somebody I don't know who you are. Got married back in 2004 in August. What does he think? Does it look like I'm working? Do you see my cards? Do you see my cards out? Do you see me asking for questions? I'm sorry, I don't mean to show my annoyance, but yeah. Oh. Shri, Stacy, somebody, control the chat, please. Trying to get my thoughts back. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just this is not a regular show that I do, okay? For once, this is not about me helping other people. This is me, I'm talking about myself. Something I've never been allowed to do on my channel and basically in my life, in my home, in my family. That's what all happened last week. It works. All right. Thank you. Block this person. You're fucking annoying, whoever you are. And your use of English is terrible. Gone. That's why we're supposed to have admins. I know it's okay, Stacy and Shri. You guys didn't know I was doing this. Fuck's sake.
What? When Mo said, he said, I'll see y'all later. Yep. Go.
Where was I? So, because I didn't have information, basically that's what it was. I had no information. I was in a high stress situation, and because of that, time was accelerated. Yesterday went by like a blur, complete, like just, I mean, it seemed like I landed like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't in the hotel room until like 9:30, 10. It took me all that time to get there. All that time I was trying to complete my mission, get to the state park, get near hikers again, get near my people. If I could have gotten to a hiker hostel that was 20 miles away, or even just, like I said, to the state park, with enough time to meet people and talk to people, I know I would have found a place to stay. See, guys, that's what we did on the Appalachian Trail. I stayed in so many people's homes. I was invited into so many people's homes, fed dinners and breakfasts, and slept there, and they give me money, you know, give me dog food for Sadie, my dog that I was hiking with at the time. It's this community of long distance hikers who help each other. That's what I was trying to get to, and I couldn't get there. I was also hoping to meet some of my clients in person. One, I'm really disappointed she didn't show up. I don't know what happened to her. She was supposed to meet me today. Haven't heard from her. So, bought my ticket home. Anyway. ADD, okay? So, forgive me if I skip around. So, what did I eat yesterday? I ate the breakfast at IHOP, which was amazing. It was the link sausages. That's one thing cannot get in Thailand, at least not without getting it shipped over, for $20 a link or something. But we have no equivalent to that. The closest thing we have is the sausage patties that come on the Egg McMuffin. We have those. But we don't have Jimmy Dean, we don't have anything like that. So tasting those sausages after 20 years was pretty nice. And the hash browns were excellent. And while I was there, I met this brother, really nice guy. And he was gold chains, and he drove a Suburban, big old Suburban, but he's sweeping up. And as I mentioned before, I needed to get some smoke. Just to help calm me down, help me get focused, actually. That's what it does for me. And so I asked him, right? Listen, if you're in a strange town and you need to get weed, you ask the local brothers. They're gonna know. He did kind of fleece me out of $20 because he said I could be a cop. I showed him my passport with my entry stamp. That was from last week. And look, I've been in Thailand for all this time. Look at all these visas. Just got back to America. How could I possibly be a cop? Right? But he was all right. He was really a nice guy. I mean, I heard him talking with his wife about the kids, and he's got to get a oil change done on his Suburban. So I get it. I don't mind giving the guy an extra $20. However, I thought this trip was going to last for at least 3-4 days till the end of Memorial Day, right? But it got so bad. I said I got to get out. I got to get home. So I spent all that money on cannabis that now I don't need. I'll see if I can find somebody who needs it before I leave. Okay, so that guy, his name was Isaiah. And I said, oh, that's a cool Old Testament name. Isaiah. So that was Isaiah. He was a really nice guy once he got past the paranoia that I could be a cop. And then you guys remember Chandler and Johnny at the AT&T store. And this is, okay, so like I said, this has been one of the most difficult excursions, trips, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever had to do. Challenging. Scratch difficult is challenging. Difficult implies that it was. Anyway, I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now because I didn't sleep much. I haven't slept much since I got here. So, anyways, it was very challenging and uncomfortable at times, but I learned a lot. Oh, I was gonna say, so Johnny, this guy Johnny. When I told him what I do with the tarot cards, he said, "Oh man, I really need that. I could really use that, or use some guidance." I said, "Because I use the cards for good guidance." And I said, "Sure, grab my cards." And this is the first time, like in public, where I felt supremely confident of who and what I am. Because I always kind of felt like I was a guy pretending to be a guy who could read tarot cards, What was I saying? remember. I don't think I broke any guidelines, did I? I said the F word a couple times. I'll try to remember not to do that. So yeah, I felt this confidence when I walked over to my backpack and I pulled out my cards. I'm like, sure, I can do that for you. And at first I did a reading on myself. Well, that's what it was. I think first I did a reading on myself on the SIM cards. That's what it was. By the way, the viewer who told me that it was a DEW attack on me yesterday, a directed energy weapon on me yesterday, and that's what wiped my SIM cards. That's way more plausible than I went off into a splinter universe, or I died and went into Purgatory, Lost style. Those were, fanciful, and I was having fun. Yet, you never know. Um, but yeah, she told me that she's a dowser, and I don't know how you douse and get messages, but she got a message while dowsing that said, because I was fully into the fifth density, that there was an attempt to bring me down, right? To kill my vibration, lower my vibration, so that I stop bringing up the vibration of everybody around me. Now, I want to tell you something. Except for the guy who threatened to hit me today because I was too quiet walking behind him, and then I cleared my throat as I was about to introduce myself. I startled him, and he's a vet. I've noticed that everybody that I engage with brighten up. They get happier, and they're smiling, and they're intrigued by my story, and they want to know more. I'm not feeling real good right now. I'm really sleepy. I'm really weak. Anyhow, so that made a lot of sense to me. It would a directed energy weapon could take out my cards and leave everybody else's around me, untouched. That's why it's called a directed energy weapon, right? My back hurts pretty bad too. Got some painkillers in here. I don't take painkillers. Oh shit, there. I don't take painkillers unless I absolutely have to. But my feet and my back. It's under like 3 layers. Should have had that. When was that? Yeah, might as well. I see it. That helped. You see the Renew 28? Put that on my feet last night. That's the only reason I think I'm able to walk as well as I'm walking right now. The blisters I got. It's always important to zip up your bag right away. If you think, I'll do it later, something will fall out later. Trust me. It's never happened to me, because I've always zipped them up. It's me picking up stuff on my trail that has dropped out of other people's packs. How I know, for sure.
Oh, this one?
Is anybody chat? I know I said not to chat, but oh, there's your chats. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see. Like I said, my eyes are real bad. They're okay. How much you want for weed? What does that mean? I, it's not. It's not that I want it. It's my medicine. Oh, is that you, Sheree? Oh, Matthew. How much do I want for it? I'm gonna give it away. I get it. Hey, Matthew. Thanks for being here, man. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't chat with you a little bit ago, but I had to get out of that room, and I was a little bit scared of that vet. Yeah, I was looking over my shoulder. I had to walk here last night at like 10 o'clock at night, and under the bridge, and it was pitch black. And some real tall guy come walking past me. I didn't see him until he was like right in front of me. And then as soon as he got past me, man, I know I'm gonna stop and turn around and make sure he kept on walking. I don't know, does everybody else do that at night? That's okay. Sheree's tired. She worked all night. It's not. I always tell my admins, you have no responsibility to be here. If you can be here and help out, cool. Oh, my frequency's high, man. I'm just really, really tired. And Matt, if you knew the week I had just now, you'd understand why maybe I look a little bit. I'm not down. I'm tired, and I failed my mission on this trip, and I don't like to fail. I can't remember the last time I failed on something like this. When I set my mind to do something and I set out to do it, I've accomplished it every time. I mean, this is my first big failure like this, and I think it is. Of course, it's not. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So going back to Johnny, when I helped him with the cards, like who knows? Maybe he was gonna go home that night and make a decision that he's not gonna make now. That was like the butterfly effect that changed the trajectory of his life. If this whole trip and all the money that it's cost me and all the challenges that I've had to face during it and the pain and the discomfort in my feet and in my back and lost meals because I've hardly been eating on this trip. All of that, if that helped him in any way, it was worth it, right? There was a reason I was sent here, because it was one of those things, I don't know. The other reason was for me to experience more of what America is, and to better understand my clients, because I now understand when my clients come to me with this stuff about what's going on. I could never put myself here in their shoes, really, because I didn't know, you know? So I understand that better. You did not. Yeah, exactly. It was. Yeah, I didn't fail, but I didn't achieve the goals that I set out to achieve. I achieved different goals. Put it that way. I totally 100% agree with that. Yeah, I know, man, but I'm flying out today. Like I said, there's another guy, Russ Keys. He's like a couple hundred miles away. And I was really hoping that I was going to meet Lucy here this weekend, and I would have earned some money from her, and I wouldn't have spent, if I'd if it gone to plan, okay, I would have been at the state park, and I wouldn't have to spend a whole bunch of money on hotels and taxis and restaurants. And then the other thing, I had to buy a charger, and I had to buy this yesterday for $50 because I had no communication. And what if something happened or something? So at least with this, I could call my sister. I can call numbers. Right now, so I had to check out of the hotel. He wouldn't let me stay there any longer unless I paid a large amount of money. So the only place to go is a gas station, McDonald's, 7-Eleven. So this is the McDonald's, and that's the 7-Eleven over there. And I'm pretty much stuck here until I guess like 3 or 4, because I leave at 6 for like 4 o'clock, I guess. And the airport's only 16 minutes away. Oh, that's Susan Chamberlain. I thought that was Sandy. And I got all... What's that? I know it's weird. And well, you know, okay, Matt says, I know it's weird when things don't work out and you're thousands of miles from home. Well, here's the funny thing. It's like, with this trip, I could bail out for $200 an airplane ticket home. And I'll be home in two hours. When I was in Asia, I didn't have that option. If it ever got to where I hated it, which I never did, or I just couldn't live there anymore, which I never did, then I couldn't just, okay, I'll buy a ticket and be home in a few hours. Nope. It's like being on the moon over there, especially if you don't have enough money for a plane ticket. Saw it many times. Foreigners coming to Thailand to become teachers, and then once they did and they didn't have a bunch of money saved up, or they spent it all or lost it all in Thailand, they're stuck there. And if they didn't like it, tough. You're stuck in Thailand. Good thing I always loved it. Harrisburg Airport in Harrisburg. Oh yes, and I got your message about doing the card party, and I'll tell you something, Susan, I've thought about this before, but I never brought it up with my sister because they're so 3D, you know, and I'm not sure that they would. All I have to do is, I guess, change my vocabulary and not give them the advanced form, you know, the advanced stuff. Just keep it simple. But really, that's why, and also because her friends have known me since I was, 18. So they're always going to think of me as little Scotty or something like that. You know? That's what I told my sister. I said, if you think, if you feel comfortable with that, and if you think that your friends could take me seriously, I'd do it. That was a good suggestion, Suzanne. And then, so I took a screenshot of your comment about that, and I sent it to my sister, and she said she'd try. So you're right. I just got to figure out how much I charge for that. If it's like she's got a lot of friends, but let's say 5 people. So what's 120 divided by 5? But that would be for 1 hour, and if it would take much longer. Oh well, then $120 an hour. That's what it would be. So 2 hours would be $250 between 5 people, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So $50 each for 2 hours. Yeah. It kind of depends, because every once in a while I do get a dud. I mean, what I mean by that is every once in a while, whatever's being asked isn't meant to be known at the time, and so it shows up to me as gibberish. Or when I ask my yes/no questions, are you married? No. Okay. Do you have any children? No. And so I'll have certain questions, and if I keep getting all these no's, then I'm confused, because then I don't know what it's talking about, you know? And when that happens, I always give the caveat, listen, I can't guarantee I can give you an answer. Is that,
I'll see you later. I'm off to Hanover again for one of them.
B still says, brother, you are brave. I'll send you protection on your way, and I know you are in the arms of love. Yeah, I am, man. I know I couldn't do it. Well, that's why I do it. I like to do the hard things because other people can't do it. Now, for the first time, I can blog about it. See, I don't do this stuff in... I've got another YouTube channel from 2008, I think. My first videos are from. And my intention then was to do travel videos in Thailand. But I didn't have the tech, and I didn't have the editing ability, and the technology then wasn't available, like live streaming. But I wanted to do another adventurous thing, and this was supposed to be like kind of getting back to my Appalachian Trail roots. And I did get the feeling, because there were times when I found myself in situations like this on the Appalachian Trail, where you have to get off the trail for something, and then you have to go into town and stay in hotels and do road walks, and sometimes you find yourself far away from the Appalachian Trail because, like, circumstances. So I'm kind of feel like that part of it brings back some fond memories. But anyway, thank you. Yeah, I like doing the hard stuff. If everybody can do it, then why do it? You know, I hiked the entirety of the Appalachian Trail in 2 sections. The first section I did 300 miles, then I went back and continued to do another 300 miles and ended up walking 1,700 miles. So I completed it following a beautiful German girl all the way. That's the only reason I did it. But as a result, there are only, I don't know how many people today, under 10,000 people for sure in the world who have done that. So it's rarefied. Hiking down in, diving down to Blue Spring, the cave diving. Only maybe, well, nowadays a lot more, but at the time, there were only tens of thousands of people in the world doing that. And it was really dangerous and scary. And that's why I liked it. And now, I get to share with you guys a little bit. Once I get back to Thailand, I planned on doing more travel videos, and I want to try to monetize, get my other channel up and monetized. It's this, I mean, it would be easy to do. And I don't feel right about doing autobiographical stuff on my tarot channel, because this channel is to be of service to others. That's what this channel is about. It's not about look at Scott, what's Scott doing. But hi Victoria. But yeah, I've got, I mean, just search Go to YouTube and search Walking Fish Scott Yates, and you'll see my video that got 700,000 views, I think it is now, which I never got paid for because it wasn't monetized. And BBC ended up using it. They told me they were going to pay me £60, and they didn't pay me. Assholes. God, I'm tired. It's only 12:15. I should probably sign off and rest. I wonder if they would care if I laid down and fell asleep here. For some reason I couldn't go to sleep. I was tired, and I'm sure if I would have went to bed, I would have slept, but for some reason I couldn't go to bed. Maybe it was that DEW they were hitting me with. Yeah, I believe that, Suzanne. I absolutely, because you know what? That's about the card party. That's something that I would not have brought up with my sister. Because, oh, wait, you know, my first reading ever for somebody other than myself was one of my sister's friends, and I've told her I've been trying to figure out which one it was. So I'm sure if we get them all in the same room, one of them will remember it. By the way, yeah, I'll go to the airport early. Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, I could sleep in the airport. That's a good idea. And they have internet there. Okay, good idea, Susan. I am really not thinking straight. That's a great idea, and I'm going to do that. I wanted to have a quick video stream here to kind of tell you guys, you know, what's been going on. So, oh yeah, that was live. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I know. Oh, talking about my first ever tarot card readings back when I think I was 33. I remember that number because, you know, that's a special number and all. And at first I tried it out on myself. Shuffled, and I shuffled back then like I shuffle now, like a poker style shuffle. And I used the big, long, tedious spread called the Celtic Cross. And with that spread, there's like 15 cards or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 cards in that spread. And the first one goes down like this, the crossing card, and the second one goes down like this. And the very first time I did it, the second card was the sun. Oh, and my question was, could I go to Southeast Asia to become a teacher and become a world traveler? That's what I wanted to do when I was 33. And basically, would the rest of my life be, you know, auspicious or worthy or something like that? I did 3 readings for myself. I got the sun in the same place 3 times in a row. After I saw that gave me this confidence and bravery. I'm like, you know what? That was like the beginning of it. Because, I told you I did the 300 miles first, like from from Springer Mountain to I think it's Damascus or Hot Springs. I can't remember, one of those places. 300 miles, the first part of the Appalachian Trail. And I did that in that year, 96. So that's why I was doing the spread on it. But I was also looking further. That's why I did 3. Like, you know, what should I do with my life? Should I hike the Appalachian Trail? What if I hike the Appalachian Trail? First, what should I do with my life? The sun comes up in the cardinal spot, in the spot that is your archetype, right? The second time, should I hike the Appalachian Trail? Sun. Second time, could I become a teacher in Asia? Sun. Regarding my schedule, yes. As soon as I get home and I get rested up, I'm going to reopen my schedule. But it's gonna be daytime, so it's gonna be the opposite of what it was when I was in Thailand. So I'll be starting like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I don't think I'm gonna be doing any readings in the evening because I just don't feel like I can connect with the cards. I lose my sharpness. I get really slow at night once the sun goes down. Oh wait, the sun goes down much later here. That's right. Okay, so I think as long as the sun's up, I don't mind doing readings. Once the sun goes down, I lose my edge. I lose my ability, really. Last time I did it, I swore I wouldn't do it anymore. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Can't do it. So yes, who asked about my schedule? I can't read your name, the green. I see that you're a member, which is nice. Gigi. Oh yes, Gigi. Gigi, I've been waiting for you to schedule forever, dear. You told me that your friend was gonna handle it for you, and I've never heard from you. So it's been a long time since I've seen you on my Zoom call. Pull out your cards at the airport, Scott. Bound to get someone interested. I know, I thought about that too. I thought about doing it here, but I had a bad experience doing tarot in public one time. I was in a coffee shop and I had a tip jar on the table. People were putting their money in there, and this drunk Arab guy. He was from one of the Muslim countries, and he saw me doing that. He saw somebody put the money in my jar, and he tried to touch it, and I almost got to a fight with him. So I don't like doing tarot in public, Helena. It's not. I had a bad experience doing that. Oh, you've done it before? Maybe being a woman and you know, and maybe it was a different time when you did it, but people are not hesitant to come over and even assault you if they don't like what you're doing, you know. I need to sign off. I'm about to pass out here. And I think the idea of going to the airport was a good one. Alright, thank you guys for keeping me company. Oh no, oh, you mean the flea market? No, I'm not gonna do that. You mean like a local? No, I'm not gonna do that. Too hot here in Florida for that full anthem. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you everybody who sat with me while I do something. I'm getting a call. gotta take. So Lisa, well, I'll answer it live. Okay, that was Elisa, and yeah. I mean, listen, I'm fine, everybody. I'm peachy. I'm just yeah. I don't know. I can't think. I'm tired. I'm fine. I'm just like my cards always said. I'm protected. I'm safe. Thank you, Cherie. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.